The following broadcast is brought to you by the iGolf Sports Network. The Women of Golf show is sponsored by the iGolf Sports Network and Golf Tips magazine. iGolf Sports is a live stream broadcast and media production company, providing quality programming designed to attract the golfing enthusiast. And Golf Tips, the game's most in-depth instruction magazine, with insightful reviews on the latest equipment, tips from top teaching professionals, helping you improve your game from tee to green. Good morning, welcome to the Women of Golf, the #1 women's golf show around the world, with host Ted Odorico and Cindy Miller. Join them as they interview some of the best players from the Epson, LPGA and Legends Tour, and so many others helping to elevate women's golf. So without further ado, here are your hosts, Ted and Cindy.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Season 12 of the Women of Golf Show. I'm Ted Odorico, and right alongside, of course, each and every week is none other than Legends Tour player and LPGA professional Cindy Miller, and we are your hosts here on the Women of Golf. Good morning, Cindy.
Good morning, Ted. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic for a Tuesday morning. The sun is still shining here in Florida. How about up in Buffalo?
It's actually going to rain today, but it hasn't rained for a while, so it's okay.
I know.
All my lessons are freaking out. Are we going to be there? Yeah, we're going to be under the cover. Take a chill pill. Let's go.
Yeah, we could use some of that rain, so send it back down south here. All right, we've got a great show for this morning. We're going to be joined here in just a second with our latest LPGA Epson Tour player, Erica Shepherd. And then you and I, Cindy, are going to talk about a day in the life of an LPGA Tour player in our No BS Zone discussion today. So we're going to talk about some of the things that for those young girls that you're teaching, Cindy, out there that want to know what it's going to be like to be out on the big girls course. Well, we're going to talk to them a little bit about that today. So we'll do that in here in just a moment. Let me remind everybody, of course, if you want to watch this show or any of our previously aired shows, you can visit our iGolf Sports YouTube channel, or you can simply go to spotify.com. And the audio version is available at Spreaker.com or wherever you listen to podcasts. And don't forget to subscribe to our channels to get notified as new episodes drop weekly. And if you're looking to up your game, then become a premium member at golftipsmag.com. We've got 3 membership levels available: silver, gold, or platinum, one designed to fit every budget. And by joining, you'll get some great premium content, such as the latest tips from our golf tips top 25 instructors, golf news, equipment product reviews, and some tips for top travel destinations just in time to book your next buddy trip. You'll receive some special discounts from our premier partners like Cardio Golf, ShotScope, True Linkswear, Encore Golf, Sky Caddy, and of course, Cindy Miller Golf, and many, many more. Don't wait. Register today at golftipsmag.com. All right, let me introduce Erica, and then we'll bring her on, and we'll begin today's discussion. Of course, our latest LPGA Epson Tour player is Erica Shepherd. She's just 24 years old. First joined the Epson Tour back in 2024, so just last year. She played collegiately at Duke University, where she was 3-time All-ACC, also 3-time All-ACC academic team, and Annika Award Watch List 2019 and 2021, and 4-time Augusta National Women's Amateur participant, and a 2-time Arnold Palmer Cup participant as well. This past weekend, she clinched her first win on the Epson Tour by winning the Murphy USA Eldorado Shootout, and currently sits in the 21st place for Race for the Card. So, Cindy, let's welcome Erica Shepherd to the show.
Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
We're so
Did I get that all right?
Yes, I think so.
I know there was probably more, but it would have been here for 40 minutes just reading it all out. So I had to hit some of the highlights, but welcome and congratulations as well. And we appreciate you joining us. So where are you this morning?
So I am in Palm Beach Gardens, Florida. I made the drive from El Dorado yesterday.
And
so
where
it was
was
quite the hike.
Yeah, where was that played yesterday or last week?
El Dorado, Arkansas. So like southern Arkansas.
Ooh, yeah, that's a long drive.
Long way. Yeah.
2-day drive?
No, I left at 5 a.m. and got back here at 10 p.m.
Oh, the road warrior.
I did not want to split it up. Yeah.
Wow.
But it was a lot easier to make after winning.
Well, it's downhill, isn't
missing the cut.
Did you rock out in the car?
I just talked to people, honestly, like almost the whole time.
Good for you.
So, yeah.
She's a trooper. Well, thank you for getting up early this morning then, because I'm sure you're probably pretty tired. But you got to do that when you're going to play on the tour. So, early worm gets the early bird gets the worm, I think that is. Something like that. Anyways, want to thank you for joining us. Again, congratulations on
Thank you.
winning your first event on Epson. That's got to be pretty exciting. And it elevated you up into, you're not quite there yet, but you're getting pretty close. You're close to knocking on the door. What do you have to do? You got one tournament left. You got the Tour Championship coming up in just less than 2 weeks. So you've got to get ready for that, I'm sure. What are you going to do to prepare for that?
Definitely gonna rest today, just kind of get organized. I don't like to go to the golf course when I get back from a tournament unless I've like reorganized and like cleaned everything. So gonna do that today. But I play up at a great course called Hope Sound Golf Club. We have a bunch of pros out there, so I'll get in some money games and kind of get some competitive reps and then head out to Cali. It's going to be a pretty short week, but I'm excited that I can just keep the good ball striking going, hopefully, and tee it up shortly.
So you're going to get into some money games. So that means you're basically going to clean their clock. Is that what you're basically saying?
No, it's very competitive out there. There's 3 of us girls that play Epson LPGA, and then the rest are guys. So they, I'd like to say they have a little bit of advantage with the whole tee box thing, but they would never admit that. So we have our work cut out for us for sure, but it's always great.
We had another player.
Great practice.
I can't think who it was. We had another player, and I think it might have been last year, that did the same thing. I think there's a bit of an angle here. I think you guys are setting these or you ladies are setting these guys up on the golf course, because I don't think they know what they're in for when you guys come out. Do you let them know that you're professionals?
Well, the guys at my club, they're also professional, so like they know obviously. But if we play with like the older guys, I think they probably don't know until the first tee shot.
Then they go, whoa, what did I get myself into?
So a little bit of cash and a lot of free meals, I'm sure, free lunches while you're beating their pants off at the golf course. So tell us a little bit about your win, because this was, as I said, the first one on Epson.
Yes, sir.
And I know you played last year in your rookie year, and played in a lot of events, and got some cuts and that, but didn't really find your groove, if you will, until this year. How has your season been so far, and what was different last week coming up to this event? Did you do anything differently what you had been doing, or was it just your time?
Yeah, that's a good question. Well, I think this year has just been a total roller coaster for me. I mean, I started off with not like the best status on Epson Tour, so I actually didn't get in the first 5 events, like based on my status. I qualified for 1, but for the first 5 events, I wasn't getting in. And for the Cali or the West Coast stretch, I like went out there because I was like 3rd alternate, and I was like, well, if I get the chance to play, I really want to play, because like I'm playing so much better this year than last year, and it's cumulative points. So like obviously you want to get as many tournaments as you can. But then I ended up not getting in those. So those were just, I was just so sad that I like wasn't getting to play tournaments, because I love competing. I really don't enjoy just grinding and hitting balls all the time. Like I love to compete. So that was really hard for me. And then I started getting into events. Wasn't really like taking off. I had my first top 10 in Michigan this summer, and that felt good. Felt like I was trending. And then missed an event, couple events because of injury, and then got back, had a good week in Kansas like a month ago, top 25. And then this week, it's the hardest course that we play all year, and I've always played my best golf kind of when it matters most, and when the course is really hard, and with it being the end of the year, it definitely matters. So I had like done all the math before this tournament of like what I needed to do I was just thinking about getting top 35 so that I didn't have to go to stage 2, because that's kind of below the top 15. Like that's the next category that you kind of want to be in, top 35, because then you just get to play in final stage, which I haven't been to yet, and you can get your LPGA card there. So I knew that I needed like 2 top 3s, a win, or like 1 top 5 in Tour Champ, because there's double points at Tour Champ, and then a top 3 at El Dorado. So I was like, whoa, like I really gotta do something good.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, this week I think that it just all came together. Like I've really just been getting so much better, and like I'm surrounded by such a great support system. My coach has been incredible, my parents, and it's just, pro golf tests your patience so much. Like the fact that I've played 15 events, and then finally, like, I kind of have a breakthrough performance after 2 years. It's crazy, but I mean, I still called my coach after the first 2 rounds, and I was like, I'm really not hitting it great. I'm kind of slinging it. And so we just kind of worked through that, and perfect golf doesn't exist. So I
Right.
think that just
Right.
accepting that, and on
Welcome
a
to the
tough
club.
golf course, yeah, on a tough golf course, you just have to know that before you tee it up, that like it's gonna be like really hard, and if you just accept that and kind of work through it, maybe you'll end up winning, and that's just what happened. I mean, I shot 4 under in that one. That never wins on the Epson Tour, so.
Right.
Yeah, it was definitely mentally very grueling, but
Yeah,
Didn't
it's
you
stayed
have a
usually
very
lot of rain
patient.
delays?
Well, not like the LPGA event last week. Oh my
Right.
gosh, we got so lucky. But they were quite a bit north of us. We had a rain delay. The first day I had an afternoon tee time, and I ended up only playing 9 holes. So then we had to restart the next day early and then finish our next round. And that golf course, it's like the hardest golf course I've ever walked, like harder than Augusta for sure to walk.
right.
So that was a really long day. But we just had that one delay, I believe. So we got very lucky.
Wow.
Let me ask
So
you, Cindy, I'm gonna give it to you in a second, but I just want to ask her one quick follow-up question on what you were talking about before. You were talking about position and that up to, into the top 35. You're at 21 right now. If you were to win next week, I guess it would be, where would that potentially, I mean, I know everybody's going to juggle around. Would that give you enough to put you into the top 15?
Yes, because then because it's 1,000 points next week if you
Right.
win.
That's what I was wondering. So that would
Yeah.
put you, I mean, I don't know what position you'd be, but
Yeah. I mean, there's some mathematical statistic to where, like, if some other girls who were right below me also finished like 2, 3, 4, like maybe there's a chance that I won it, but like it would be highly likely, I'd say.
Okay. That was interesting. Sorry about that. I wanted to kind of get my mind wrapped around that. So go ahead.
So you're definitely better with a gun at your head.
Yes, gosh, I am.
When you went to Duke, did they do personality assessments with you?
Yes, we had some like student athlete retreats, and we always did those.
You're a high D. Did you do a
Oh,
disc assessment?
no, I don't think it was that. It was I want to say like colors or something like that. I don't really honestly remember.
You don't?
Just
You're
know that
definitely a high D. You don't want to practice.
What's
You
a
want.
high D? What's a high D?
You're a
Yeah, you got to explain.
Competitive?
Yeah. So we do that with a lot of golf teams, and it saved our marriage. So you and I are a lot alike. Like, I don't want to hit balls. Shut up. Let's go play.
Yeah.
And so I'm married to a guy who played on tour forever, and all he wants to do is
Okay.
practice. And so part of me, I asked him to get married because he understands a golf swing. So I wanted him to teach me, but I don't want to hit balls. Shut up, Ted. This is good stuff. So he's like Ernie Els, and I'm like Tiger Woods. So teach me, and then let's go play, and I'm going to kick your butt. Okay?
Yeah.
So, yeah. So a high D is a competitive control freak. A high I would be like Christina Kim. Hi, how are you? The one who talks on the course all the time, and you want to say, shut up.
Trevino, yeah.
Trevino. A high S is quiet, shy, doesn't talk. That's my hubby. And then a high C would ask 4,000 questions. Why did it do that? What's the wind doing? They're going to fill out the yardage book. Did you have yardage books in college?
Yeah.
That's the nerd that's going to ask, now how far is it from the bunker? And how many steps is the pin? You're going to go, shut up. You're driving me nuts, right? So, yeah, we did a training with Ohio State. And
nice.
I said, everybody give me your yardage book. So our son played at Ohio State for a year or two, because then they took his scholarship away, and I made him transfer. And then he went to Augusta State, and they gave him a full ride, right? So I said, give me the yardage books. And I said, Jamie, who's the nerd that's got their whole yardage book filled out? So he told me who. And I said, so here's the example. My son has no numbers in his yardage book because he's got them all memorized. He goes, I don't need to write that down. Shut up. Don't tell me what to do. And the other nerd ball has every number written down.
Oh, yeah.
So your yardage book wouldn't have anything written down. and the other guys would. Anyway, so that's the point of you have to play the way you play.
Yeah.
And I'm like you too. Once the gun's at my head, I'm pursuing. I'm not protecting. I can't play with clenched butt cheeks.
Yeah,
Put that
no.
gun to my head, and I'm going to kick your butt. So this is great. You're probably going to win in a week and a half.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Anyway,
That's good.
this is
So do you
good.
have a question for her?
No,
No.
I'm just saying this is great. What do
Okay,
you? Well, yeah. What do you do for fun?
Oh man, okay. Well, I got a puppy this off season. His name is Cody, and after I finished Q school last year, stage 2, I had off season till like March or April, and I was like, if I don't get a dog, I don't know what's gonna happen because like I'm not gonna have golf tournaments. I need a dog. And so I got him, and he's perfect. He's with my parents now, so when I travel, he's with them, and then he'll come back here to Florida with me. But that's been a lot of my free time, I think, which is the best because
What
nothing
kind
can
is he?
take your mind off of golf. He's a mini Bernedoodle. He's just a teddy
Oh,
bear. Yeah, he's great.
what color?
He's tricolor, so brown, black, and white. Yeah, he's actually getting neutered today, so prayers for
Oh.
Cody.
Yeah.
Poor
For sure.
kid.
Yeah.
So where do mom and
Yeah.
dad live?
They live in Indiana still. That's where I'm from. Live on the same golf course I grew up on.
Where in Indiana?
Greenwood, just south of Indianapolis, like 20 minutes.
Have you been to French Lick?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, hi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, hi. No thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I play in the Legends Tour. We've been there. Hi. Let's hit it like
Oh,
this, and let's
yeah.
hit it like this, and
Yeah.
yeah.
So I caddied for Betsy King in that
Oh, you did?
senior event there the first year they had it. Yeah. So my
Love
dad
Betsy King.
caddied in the summer when he was in college, and he caddied for Betsy King for a couple of summers. And so then she's been like super important in my golf career. I've always looked up to her, and then she gave me that opportunity, and it was a blast. But I think I had to walk, and she got the cart, so I was like puffing
Yeah.
in it. That was a hike.
Thanks, honey.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
how
it
many
was
miles
great.
was that?
Who knows? I was young, so it's fine.
That's great. I love Betsy.
hmm
We played in
Yeah,
college
me too.
against each other. I went to Miami. She went to Furman.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
nice.
we kicked
Nice.
their
But
butts.
then my dog, that's not the only fun thing. I think on the road, it's very important to actually like have things you enjoy other than golf
Mhm.
because I would just end up like being at the course way too long. So I work out during the week. They always have like a host gym for us, which is always fun and an
Thank God,
adventure.
right?
Yeah. And then I started running like a couple months ago, and I do like these running plans, and they're so fun. Like I've
Where?
really found I run outside. So
No,
I'll
you do?
find, no, I do, but I find like nice areas to run in. So I do my research and
Do
I'm
you have
very safe.
something that'll keep you safe?
Um, no, I don't, but I promise I pick very nice areas and
You
maybe I'll
sure?
start running with a knife.
Please
Yeah.
run with a knife.
But then I'm afraid if I'll fall, like I could end up hurting myself.
Get some
I don't
pepper spray.
care. Get
Pepper
some
spray.
pepper
Okay,
spray.
yeah.
Get some pepper
Okay, I
spray.
Get
could do that.
something.
Do
You
that.
promise me you'll do that?
That's
Yes.
yeah. We
You
don't want to be.
promise.
We want to be reading about you
Promise.
on the
Yeah,
winner's circle,
I'll
not
come
something
after
else.
you.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
that's our
know.
daily dose of parenting to Eric.
Oh my
Let
gosh.
me jump in real quick here if I can. So
No.
yeah, you don't have a choice. So when you look at yourself transitioning from when you played at Duke, obviously you're part of a team and there's that camaraderie and things like that. Was it an easy transition to where you are now, or was there a period of adjustment that you said, okay, I don't have my coach now the same way as I did, or I don't have the players on the team. I'm out here by myself. So what was it an easy transition first off? And if so or not, whatever, what did you do to sort of get yourself comfortable out there? Because last year was your first year on Epson. I don't know if you played any other tours or before that or not. So was it an easy transition, or did you have to kind of lean on some other players and say, hey, how did you do this? Because now you got to do everything yourself. You got to make, get your room. You've got to do your own travel, all that kind of stuff. Tell us a little bit about that.
No, not easy. And I think that, I mean, part of why I chose to go to Duke is because I feel like they prepare you best to do well in LPGA. And I mean, the numbers speak for itself. Like girls from Duke win almost every week. So either on Epson or LPGA. So that was a big reason why I chose Duke, and I think they did do a great job. Our coaches always stress like independence, and if you got to figure out how to practice at different courses every week, like make your stuff work. And so, I mean, I think they did everything they could, but just when you're 23 years old, graduating college, and then just thrown out in the real world, kind of by yourself to do pro golf, I mean, it's just nothing can really prepare you for that. I think that it's just pretty similar to like life transitions that pretty much everyone goes through. Like when you get a job straight out of college, like living on your own, that's a whole thing.
Right.
But I mean, I don't think there's anything as lonely as pro golf.
Yeah.
I mean, it's great. Like I have great friends out on tour and stuff, but I mean,
But you're still by yourself.
yeah, and it's all you. Like if you miss a cut, like you got to sit with yourself and figure out what's going on. Like if you hate golf that week, you have to deal with it yourself. All your emotions, feelings, like whatever, it's all on you. So I think that was hard. A lot of girls will travel with their parents, kind of like how they did in junior golf. And I do not. We kind of made the decision that my parents would kind of let me go a little bit. They always watch all the junior golf and college golf events, but I thought it was best for them. I think that parents can so easily, if like college, I think it's great, but then pro golf, if they're with you every week, like that's their entire life as well. And like they're getting older. Like I want my parents to enjoy their life, and I don't think that it would be very enjoyable to watch me every week play pro golf.
Well, and I think
So
there'll be moments that they'll be able to celebrate with you along the way.
yeah, for
Maybe they'll want
sure.
to share that. But yeah,
For
you have
sure.
to be, you're at the age now that you have to have a certain amount of independence. Otherwise,
Uh-huh.
it just gets to a point where, you're always looking over on the sidelines and saying, okay,
Hmm.
I see dad walking over or I see mom walking
Yeah.
or whatever. So, you want to have that little bit of independence. But, um, so, Duke obviously prepared you very, very
Hmm.
well. What was it? What was one of the main things that you experienced when you first came out on tour that you had no idea you were going to experience? Like, what was something that sort of was not a shock, and I don't mean necessarily in a negative way, but just,
Uh-huh.
wow, I didn't know that, hey, was there anything that came
Yeah.
to mind?
I just think that there's no one like looking to help you. Like in college, you have your assistant coach and your college coach to where like they'll tell you, oh, you were aimed left the entire round. And then great. Like I wasn't swinging it back, I was just aimed left. Or like they'll be available to like talk to you, if you have a bad round or your teammates or something. But then pro golf, you get out there and it's like if you're not actively taking videos and like communicating with your coach, no matter like where they are or whatever, like you're really gonna struggle and like no one's out there trying to help you really. Like in fact, everyone's trying to beat you. So
Right.
just the total environment shift. Like you used to play practice rounds with four of your teammates and you guys are all like helping each other, like taking swing videos for each other, like talking about the golf course. And then now it's like everyone's so like in their own bubble, just trying to do what's best for them,
Yeah.
trying to beat you. So that was different. And don't get me wrong, like there's great girls out there. Like there's girls that will take swing videos if I ask. But I just think that was probably the main difference. And then obviously like booking your own logistics, like packing your own car, like they would always pack the van for us. And we just had like a little duffel bag for the weekend. But then I got to pack my car for like 10 weeks to be on the road.
Wow.
And I mean, it's
And make
just a
your
whole
own
different animal.
reservations and
Yes. And
practice around tee
think
times and
about money. Yeah. That's a whole thing too. So it's just super different. But I think that, I mean, obviously pro golf is my job. Like that's insane. And everyone loves golf. So like everyone would die to play golf every day for their job. So I can't complain too much. But I mean, there are challenges for sure.
Well, that poses a really interesting question then. So, why golf? What was it about golf? I mean, here you are, you're a young woman. You've got the world at your feet, so to speak. You've gone to a top-rated university. I
Hmm.
don't know what you studied. You can tell us that too. But what was it about golf that really sort of, you know, zeroed you in on its radar?
Hmm. Yeah, I played other sports my whole life. I grew up in Indiana, so I kind of play golf all year round, which I think was great
Mhm.
for my development. But I quit basketball sophomore year of high school, and then I was like, okay, golf is like going well. I really love competing, and I kind of like how it's all on me. Like if I mess up, like I can fix it. Like if it's going well, I can keep doing it. So I guess that's my high D personality coming out as to why I chose golf. But I mean, I had great role models, Betsy King, and then Leanne Harden. She played golf at Duke for Coach Brooks. That's who I'm named after. She's my godmother, and so she played golf at Duke, played some professionally, and she was my idol growing up. So it was always my dream to play golf at Duke, and once I have a dream, I'm very focused on it. And so once I committed to Duke, I knew that the goal was to play pro golf after, and I just really have never looked back.
That's fantastic. It's always interesting to
hmm
get people's backstories, on what drew them. I mean, usually everybody has a story. Well, my dad got me into it, or my mother, or somebody got me into it, and that. But you obviously had a lot of lineage, if you will, in your earlier days, and knew some people that were inspirational. Even though Betsy made you carry her bag, I mean, I don't know how I'd be about
It was
that.
on the cart, so it was
Yeah,
fine.
well, yeah, no. You still had to walk. So I mean, there was probably some room there you could have squeezed on. But
No.
Cindy, go ahead. I'm just kidding. Go ahead, Cindy.
What would you tell a young girl who has the dream of playing on tour?
Oof. I would first tell her that if she doesn't absolutely love golf and everything that comes with golf, to not even try. Because I mean, girls that are out there, me, like I love golf so much, and it still is like so heartbreaking sometimes. And so if you don't fully love it, I think that that would be even more heartbreaking and hurtful. So first of all, just really make sure that you love it. And if you do, that's great. Golf is amazing. Um, but then also, I just think that love golf and like be very present with it when you're working towards it, but also like learn to love your life outside of golf. I think that golf can be so consuming, more so than any other sport, because you can literally practice from sun up to sundown and like not have even be like, oh shoot, I didn't even practice fairway bunker shots. Like crap, I got to go back tomorrow.
Yeah.
So there's just so much to work on. And so just like make sure that you're not consumed, like have balance in your life, have other hobbies, have great relationships, because golf can so easily, and I see it all the time, girls who that's all that their life is golf. And it is painful to see because of golf is not going to fulfill you ever.
I
It's going to hurt
have
you way more than it's going to help you.
I have a thing that I talk about the committee of they. What would you tell them about all the people that try to give them unsolicited advice?
Mm. So the girls who are like trying to go pro, and then there's always
Well, they're
people.
high school and their
Uh-huh.
parents and their grandparents and all of the
Oof.
people that, oh, so I have a
Uh-huh.
high school team that the coach brought them all in to take a lesson from me, and I fixed them. And the coach is not a pro, and he's not even a school teacher. And the minute I left the little girl and she was hitting it great, he comes over and tells her the exact opposite. So he's a
Oh.
committee member, and now she can't hit the ball. She's shanking it. How would you tell them to deal with the committee?
Uh-huh. Oh,
You
that's
know
so
that. I
sad.
mean, yeah, because
Yeah.
you've dealt with it. We've
Yeah.
all
I mean,
dealt
I've
with
been
it.
super lucky. Like my parents have been really, my dad knows golf very well, but he's never commented on like my swing or said anything negative. I don't know. That would be really hard to deal with. But I don't know. I think that you just really have to trust your gut, especially like women. We have such strong gut instincts. And so like she probably knew like this guy's like, what is that? Like, what's he saying? But I know girls like to also people please. So like she probably wanted to make him feel like that she was appreciative of his advice or whatever. But you really in golf, you just got to take ownership of like it's your journey. And so all these outside voices and whatever, if they're not beneficial to you, like you have the power to shut them out. Just say, like everything's feeling great. And pro-ams, guys will be like, oh, why is your swing so long? And I'll be like, you know what? I'm hitting it so good. Like it's
Yeah.
always been long. That's
Yeah. Who
why.
cares?
So you just got to stand up for yourself. And I think that that's a great lesson to learn early in life.
Yeah.
And just taking ownership of your swing, your journey, all of that.
That's awesome. It's
Mhm.
funny because while you're playing in that tournament, I'm going to be doing a TED talk on just that, the
Oh,
outside
really?
voices. Yeah, in Staten
Nice.
Island, New York. So that's awesome.
Wow.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's you know, as the old saying goes, I can't say it on the show, but you know, opinions are like, you know what, everybody has one. And you know what I'm talking about. But you know, it's interesting, and Cindy raises a really good point. You have to play your own game. You can't let people get into your head. And you know, we've had other players on here, to go to your point earlier about just, you know, golf, 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 golf. And they got to the point where they were burnt out so much.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, and it wasn't until they sort of released that pressure that they actually were able to be winners out on tour. Like, they weren't winning anything, and they were just grinding and grinding and grinding, because they thought that's what they had to do, because everybody said, well, you got to get out there and practice, you got to work on this, you got to work on that, and to the point where it was to their own detriment. And I think you've got a really good one thing. I'm an observer. I may not know a lot, but I'm an observer. And one thing I noticed, which tells me a lot about your character, is you smile a lot. You smile a lot. You've got a very upbeat, very happy personality, which means, you know, to me, you're content with yourself. You know, it doesn't mean you do everything perfect, and you know, out on the golf course, sometimes it might really suck, but you've got a very upbeat personality, and never lose that smile, because that's a great thing to have. And your parents obviously did well as in raising you and making you that type of person. And I think you're gonna do very, very well when you get out on the LPGA. You're doing, you know, well here now in Epson, and you'll continue to do well in your career. But you have a great attitude, and that carries you further than anything else. You can practice till the second coming, but the truth of the matter is, if your attitude sucks, you're not going to do well in anything that you do. So just keep that great attitude. Just keep having that bright smile up there, and enjoy your little puppy and all those things. And you'll enjoy him more after he's fixed today. But you know, hey, but just much continued success. Good luck in a couple of weeks at the Tour Championship. I think you're going to do very, very well. And I hope that you'll come back and talk to us again.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thanks for having me. That was great.
Yeah. Great job.
We appreciate it. All right, we're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back.
Thank you for joining us. We hope you enjoyed listening to this week's Women of Golf show. Ted and Cindy wish to thank this week's special guests. Remember to join them every Tuesday from 9 to 10 a.m. Eastern, here on the iGolf Sports Network, or on any of these social media platforms: iTunes, Stitcher, TuneIn, CastBox, TalkStream Live, and of course Spotify. To get updates on the show, you can follow the Women of Golf's Facebook page at www.facebook.com/womenofgolf. This has been a production of the iGolf Sports Network.